Summer vacation is officially over. Thousands of students headed back to school today, a day filled with excitement and nerves. Kids at Senator Buchanan Elementary School returned to class after recess. Many were still burning off all the energy they had built up from their summer holidays. The kids say they're excited to be back and are happy to see their friends again.
It was my first year going upstairs. It was exciting, but it was also scary. And so when it got all settled, it was really exciting and fun, and it was really great.
Everyone is so excited to be here, right? I mean, we met in May just to kind of introduce the new teacher, and I think they've been talking to moms and dads ever since then about going to school.
It's exciting, it's happy, I'm glad to see all my friends again. But I kind of do miss the summer just a little bit.
Now, with a new school year comes new rules for motorists once again. Motorists are reminded school zones are now back in effect in the city. Police will be targeting right-of-way violations, parking infractions, and speeders. Officers say motorists have been following the posted speed limit so far, but parents have a message for motorists.
Zone in particular, it's been very good. We've seen a couple that may have been going a little bit faster than they should have, that weren't paying attention, and we had to kind of stick the hand out to get them to stop for the kids.
Just take your time and go slow in the playgrounds areas so that my child can come home safely.
Please slow down. There's been lots of people that go by here pretty quick, and just remember that they're all excited, they're not watching, so please just slow down.
They're excited, they're not really watching the roads because they're so excited to be back to school, so it's important that drivers slow down and pay attention to the kids that are out on the roads.
And while kids and parents are excited to be heading back to school, classrooms around the province have had to cope with cuts, meaning more kids and less teachers. But in Lethbridge, things are looking a little brighter. Jeanette Roche explains.
Nearly 10,000 public school students in Lethbridge headed back to class, and close to 200 of them are new to School District 51.
Oh, we're very excited, a little nervous to be going back to school today, starting kindergarten for the first day. Are you excited, baby? Mm-hmm. She's a little nervous.
This kindergartner may be jittery about meeting her teacher and classmates, but the provincial budget is the last thing from her mind. With 11,000 new students province-wide, larger cities like Calgary and Edmonton are feeling the impact, where the number of teachers can't keep up with the amount of kids. But it's a much brighter picture here in Lethbridge.
One thing that wasn't impacted by the budget was allocation of staffing for professional staff as well as support staff. And so certainly we're not seeing any reduction in teacher-student ratio. And in fact, we have a modest increase in our assignment of support staff. So that's all really good news for the classroom.
In fact, 25 to 30 new teachers were hired by the school district, despite a slight budget decrease from the province. In total, $98 million was allocated toward education last March.
This year, government actually increased funding to education, K-12 education. And although it's not as much as some folks would like, is that we didn't take any money away from the instruction. And every new student walking in the door this year is going to be funded to the same level that they were last year.
And while the provincial budget hasn't impacted K-12 classrooms in Lethbridge, it's a different story with the city's post-secondary institutions. The university is currently reviewing reduced work days and has suspended a few programs. Over at Lethbridge College, 2,100 new students were getting their orientation. Each year, the college sees a rise in enrollment while their budget goes down. In an effort to balance their $82 million budget after a drastic government cut, a decision was made last spring to suspend a couple of programs.
Right now, it hasn't affected our student services at all. So we're still offering the same student services that we have before. So that's what we're focusing on.
Jeanette Roche, CTV News, Lethbridge.
It was also the first day of school for students in High River. After far from normal summer, students and teachers are scrambling to get everything together. The Catholic school system in High River was hit the hardest. They operate two schools in the community, one elementary, the other for grades 7 to 12. Both schools were hit very hard by the flooding. Neither of them was able to reopen today. As a result, though, the public system offered space to the Catholic system.
But it's nice to be back. I'm happy that I'm not in the house anymore. It's kind of nice to be see friends and teachers.
Everyone's more excited to come back, and we're happy to see everyone. And we're such a small school that we're all kind of like a family now, so it's nice to see everyone and how they are and how they're dealing with everything.